Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront updates and another explanation/info video that will hopefully teach you something new about Star Wars Battlefront. In this video I'll be going over how the cooling system for the blaster works in this game, because as you know, the blasters do not have ammunition that you can reload or something like that. Some of you probably already figured out the base mechanic behind it, but there are some details that could be hard to know exactly how they work, which is why I had a chat with a developer about how it actually works. The base mechanic, as you might have seen, is that all blasters have a bar around the reticule that starts to fill up as soon as you fire, and if you stop firing it will go back down. This means that you'll either have to burst fire, or if you fire for too long the weapon will overheat, and when that happens this information could come in handy. If you take a look at the overheated bar around the reticule, you can see that two small yellow areas and a yellow indicator appears. And the way that this overheat system works is that if you press R or the respective controller button, when the indicator is within the yellow area, your blaster will instantly cool down, allowing you to start firing it right away. But if you press R when the indicator is not in the right area, your weapon will instead overheat even more, as you can see right here, and you'll have to wait for even longer before you can shoot again. You can also let it cool down by itself by simply not pressing any buttons at all, and this is of course the safest thing to do. It's a lot slower than actually hitting the yellow indicator, but still a lot faster than failing to hit the area. But if you successfully cool down the weapon by pressing R, it will actually reduce the yellow area the next time you overheat the weapon, like you can see right here. This means that you can't simply stand and fire, cool it down with R, and then repeat into infinity. At least it's gonna be very hard, because after a couple of cooldowns with the R button, the area becomes so small that it's almost impossible to hit. The way the size of this cooldown area works is that as long as you're alive, the size of that area will stay the same. Unless you successfully hit it, then it becomes smaller, or if you either let it cool down without pressing, or by failing to press it in the right area, in that case the area will become bigger again. This can be a bit confusing the first time you play, because if you successfully cool it down a few times and then run around using other weapons or just not shoot as much, you might get surprised when the cooldown area is still very small after the weapon overheats. However, if you die, the area will reset back to the biggest size available. The way I usually do this is that I cool it down about 3 or possibly 4 times in a row, and after that I just let it cool down by itself, because the area becomes so small that I miss it more often than I actually hit it. Something else to note is that the cooling power stat that is listed in the blaster menu means how much you can shoot before it actually overheats. So the higher cooling power, the longer you can fire before you need to cool it down. Anyways, that is how the cooling system works in Star Wars Battlefront, and hopefully this video might help you get those last blaster shots onto the AT-ST to take it down. If you want daily Star Wars Battlefront content, don't forget to subscribe, and as always, thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you.